Soul Garden.
Hello Ambassador Geminis, and so am I, Christopher Witecki here with Soul Horoscopes Weekly Edition. Thanks for logging in. Well, when I last left our dual processors, the I think intentions of the zodiac, you are the race or the tribe on Earth that does all the thinking and thinking about thinking. And that's what you hold space for here on planet Earth. The intention of I think this, I think that. Well, Geminis have worked through that. We had the sun in Scorpio at the time, and Geminis are having to make some real strong, hard call decisions about the type of life they want or don't want. Right? I don't want to live in this body, or I don't want to have to work this hard for a living, or I don't want to have to be overweight anymore. And these were deep decisions, maybe as deep as I don't want to be around these people anymore. I don't want to work like this anymore. Hard decisions. I don't want to live in this place anymore. I'd rather live in that place. Decisions that probably will change your life for a decade, frankly. Sun in Scorpio was the shift between the 2000s and the 2010s, at least spiritually, with the new year on pagan there, on Halloween, so to speak. So making those decisions, in some cases hard calls, was the theme of Sun in Scorpio. Then, suddenly, the universe blesses us. God University gives us a solar eclipse in Sagittarius. This was a sudden blast of good positive vibrations towards Geminis having good relation with themselves and good relation with others. Now when it comes to relating, Geminis know this topic. They may not live by it, but they certainly know it. Pluto was in Sagittarius from 95 until 2009. The entire Gemini race was redefining what marriage and partnership and appropriate giving and receiving should be. You haven't necessarily implemented that, and that's really what this whole month's topic is. It is time to now implement. In the last 10 days, the Sun in Sag has said to Geminis, hey, you know, you can't live like this in this type of partnership. You can't keep giving to this job and not receiving. You know better. That's the issue. Perhaps you talked yourself out of it using that Gemini intellect. Let us not forget that Saturn in Libra in the background has been saying to Geminis, it's time for you to get what your heart wants. Time for your personal dreams. And in that story of pursuing your personal dreams, now we're at the relationship part. What in your relations policy is not working? It should be obvious. It could be literally you breaking up with a particular person. It could be you literally saying, you know what, this kind of whole, I can't date brunettes anymore. Whatever it is, you have been learning what's not working. And of course, the most important partnership on the planet, the partnership to you, your marriage. You're married to yourself to the day you die. How are you treating yourself? Are you living up by your own standards? That brings us to this week. As we start on Monday, the moon is in Aries. So you're feeling sunny and social, but Uranus is saying breakdown, breakthrough. Anywhere where you're in denial, in partnership and relationship. Now, since the moon is in Aries, there's a good chance that it might be a friendship that represents not just this friendship, but many, a theme of friendships where it's like, wow, all these people that take and don't give, or maybe all these people that want to help you, you never receive. That happens too. Goes both ways. Gemini, I know a lot of Geminis that just keep leaving their lovers by the door, but it doesn't matter. The point is, it's time to figure out the truth. The breakdown on Monday, no matter what it is the truth. So, truth coming, splashing in. Now, those watched over by the GA Guardian Agency, we will be texting extra heavy on Monday, making sure Geminis stay in that truth, stay in their heart, and realize what's going on. One of the benefits of being watched over. Then, Tuesday into Wednesday, the moon moves underground. Moon moves into Taurus. For Geminis, this is subconscious. This is a return emotionally to where you were in the summer. Jupiter pushing so hard on the Gemini tribe through the summer to expand your faith in yourself. And expanding faith means you face the boogeyman, you face your weeds. To expand your faith means you have to face those things that just can't haunt you anymore. It also meant finding a strength that was intangible. That's what faith is. And it means facing karma. If you had a guilty conscience, you faced it. So emotionally, Moon in Taurus creates a grand trine on Wednesday that also reminds you spiritually of that moment this summer. Whether it was dark side of the moon or light side of the moon, where you either felt faith for the first time in yourself or you didn't and you had to find out why. You're back there on Wednesday. But emotionally, you're going to trine over to Mars in Virgo and over to Venus in Capricorn. What does this mean? What this means is when you find that spot of faith in yourself, emotionally, where you can stand in it, all right, you're going to find that plans to take good care of yourself, being forced by Mars and Virgo, move forward. So suddenly the landlord lets you out of the lease. Suddenly your roommate says, oh, fine, I'll move out. Suddenly the things you've been pushing for in home, family, and nurturing moves forward. Why? Because, says the solar system, you emotionally had faith in yourself. But here's what's going to happen. That trines up to Venus in Capricorn, which means you're going to have to change the rules of give and receive. Used to be you would take it from a roommate. Used to be that you would be very selfish with your roommates. Whatever it is, the laws of giving and receiving must change to move forward with taking better care of yourself and hold that emotional faith in yourself. So Wednesday, a powerful day, and GA will be with texting. Then by Friday, we've got a decision to be made. The universe says, all right, Gemini, given that the sun's in Sag, what does a good give and take relationship look like? What do you want to aim for? What are we going to aim for when it comes to how we relate to ourselves? You are Gemini, so you do relate to yourself. But what does it mean when it comes to how you relate to others? It's time to decide. You don't have to know everything, but you need to know where to aim, which of course is saying where you're walking away from at the same time. So a strong decision on Friday is important. Then we get to the weekend. Probably the most powerful part of the week, frankly, because on Saturday we have a full moon in your sign and we have a lunar eclipse. Come on Saturday, Geminis, I expect to just be fueled with passion, ego, and strength. In fact, we're going to put out a little warning that they're kind of on the prowl this weekend in the Love and Lust report. That's because your ego will be so certain. It's a full moon backing your ego, saying you deserve, you're ready to fight for it. Suddenly you've got courage where you never had it before. What is that courage for? Well, if you've watched Soul Horoscopes long enough, you know that a full moon is a wolf in sheep's clothing. Beautiful in the sky, but what it's doing is breaking down the sun, pulling on the sun, yanking on it. In your case, if you want to feel that strong and be that confident and be that stud or studette that you're trying to be, you gotta make changes in what? The sun. How you give and receive in relationships. The laws around your relationships must change in order for you to feel that strong all the time, to feel that full moon all the time, or at least have access to it when it's important. And what the planets say on Saturn Day is that if you make the right shift, in other words, you let go of those parts of relationships that you just can't have. I just can't date brunettes anymore. Then you will find that suddenly things move forward. Mars in Virgo says, all right, the story of changing your home life is now moving forward. You're now taking care of yourself. You're now being your own nurturer to your potential. And that's because, why? Because you change attitudes with relationships. So a big Witecki day for GA on Saturday, helping people through that. Then Sunday, things really calm down. The moon is in Cancer. So you're going to shift to kind of chilling out. You're going to shift to your value structure. The sun will be ruled by Taurus. So really Sunday is about kicking back and owning this new direction for relationships that you have come to realize. Now, if you want to talk just romance, well, I've got a different show for that. It's called the Weekend Love and Lust Report. That will be going live on Friday. So you want to tune in for that and see what your dating potential is. It's going to be a crazy one, actually, for the Geminis. Some of my good stuff here. And if you're in GA, I'll be texting you. Please reply. Tell me how you're feeling. I read all replies personally. And if not, well, I'll see you in 7 days, Gemini. So until then, you know what I like to say. Live, love, be.